A copepod passes close. You lunge, miss, it rockets away. Another one. You're faster this time. Your jaws close on its body and you swallow it whole. 80 calories. You just burned 70 catching it. This is your life now, chasing food that barely keeps you alive. Then the water darkens above you. A frigate bird hits the surface like a spear. Its beak punches through the water and snaps shut on a larva 10 body lengths away from you. The bird pulls back into the air, comes down again. Another larva gone. It's picking off your entire generation one strike at a time. You dive. Deeper. Colder. Darker. Something in your brain is screaming at you to go down. Down. Get away from the light where death comes from above. Skip forward 2 weeks. You're at 300 meters and your skull is coming apart. It doesn't happen all at once. First your eyes start itching, then burning. Then they begin pushing forward out of your head, stretching into tubes that point straight ahead like a pair of telescopes. The lenses swell so large they fill the entire tube. Your eyes are becoming light-collecting machines designed to see in total darkness. The cost? Everything else. Your peripheral vision collapses, then disappears completely. You try to look left, can't. Try to look right, can't. Try to look behind you, impossible. Your eyes now point in exactly one direction, forward and slightly up. The entire rest of the world is a blind spot. Then your skeleton begins dissolving. Bones in your skull, gone. Bones in your jaw, gone. Bones in your gills, gone. Your body is deleting parts of itself, eliminating structures that surface fish need but deep-sea fish don't. Larvae have them. Adults don't. The transformation strips them away. You're sinking the entire time. 500 meters. The last light fades. 1,000 meters. Total blackness. Pressure that would crush a human. Cold that hovers just above freezing. Your tail stretches into a ribbon longer than your body. Your jaw becomes unhinged, able to extend forward past your eyes and snap shut on prey. Your stomach turns black on the inside, not metaphorically. Literally black. The pigment is there to hide the glow of bioluminescent prey after you swallow them so you don't light up like a lantern in the darkness and attract every predator within 100 meters. At 1,500 meters, the transformation completes. You hang in the water vertical, head up, ribbon tail dangling below. You're not the animal you were born as. You're something rebuilt from the inside out, designed for a world without light. Now you get to find out if any of it works. You're hanging motionless at 1,000 meters when you see your first meal as an adult. A bristlemouth. Tiny glowing fish drifting above you. Your tubular eyes lock onto the faint bioluminescent flicker. You track it. Closer, closer. The bristlemouth swims directly overhead right into your kill zone. You strike upward. Your jaw shoots forward. Your teeth snap shut around the bristlemouth and fold it in half as you swallow. The fish is almost your size, but your stomach expands like a balloon. The black lining hides its glow. You did it. The transformation worked. Your eyes see in darkness. Your stomach hides light. Your jaw catches prey. Then something clamps onto your tail. A squid. It came from below and behind your blind spot. You never saw it. You never could have seen it. The squid's tentacles wrap around your ribbon tail as its beak opens. You whip your body sideways. The tail tears. Flesh rips away in the squid's grip. You kick forward, trailing a streamer of your own tissue, and dive toward the seafloor. The squid doesn't follow. It has what it wanted. You escaped, but you just learned the truth about your eyes. They're incredible for hunting. They're useless for not being hunted. Skip forward 8 months. You haven't eaten in 9 days. Food down here is almost non-existent. Less than 1% of what exists at the surface. The animals that live here survive by burning almost no energy, hanging motionless, waiting for food to drift past. But food rarely drifts past. Your options: stay in the deep and slowly starve, or migrate to the surface and risk everything. You start swimming up. No swim bladder means you're negatively buoyant, constantly sinking, constantly fighting to rise. You burn energy you don't have. 500 meters, 600. The water warms slightly. 700. At 300 meters you enter the twilight zone where the deep-sea hunters come to feed on the animals migrating up. You're one of those animals now. A big-eyed tuna materializes ahead of you. 300 pounds of muscle scanning for exactly your shape. You freeze. Your body makes a thin vertical line in the water, barely visible. The tuna passes. Doesn't see you. You keep climbing. At 200 meters, you find lanternfish. Clouds of them, glowing softly. You strike. Again. Again. Your stomach stretches with each meal. This is why you migrated. This is where the food is. Dawn starts breaking far above. Light filtering down through the water column. You turn and dive. The race back to darkness is the most dangerous part. You're full and slow, and every predator in the twilight zone knows the migration schedule. You reach 1,000 meters as the sun crests the horizon far above you. Safe. Tomorrow you'll do it again, and the next night, and every night until something catches you from a direction you can't see. Skip forward a year. You're hanging at 1,200 meters when you detect something that shouldn't exist. Another telescopefish. Your species is so rare that scientists call you rarely captured. You're scattered across every ocean on Earth, but the density is so low that finding another one is nearly impossible. You've spent 2 years alone. Every other telescopefish has spent their life alone. But there it is, vertical, facing upward, 30 meters away.